32, Ellington, Connecticut, Kevin Gambacorta.
Then it will be the Hammer in car number 23 from Holland, Connecticut, in the J&S Industrial Repair and DemGen sponsored machine, Mark Hine, or Rich Hammond.
Butler Motorsports brings us to number 4 from Stafford Springs, Connecticut, Tommy Butler. Now down to Connor Sullivan for his final thoughts.
Well, there were a lot of hard hits in this race last week, but one of the hardest was taken by Jay Stewart. Lap 1, backs into turn 3 hard, bends the entire rear frame of the car, lost the car, lost the points lead as well, but they got a fresh car tonight, and they're ready to go for the victory.
Here they come. Ritter looks them over. Late model racing, full-bodied style here at Stafford, and the big kahuna tries to hold off Wood, the rookie, into turn number 2. It is Wood with a slight advantage. Look at Tommy Fern.
Fern with speed to burn moves into third. Good move by Kyle Casagrande to take over second. But the man jackknifing his way into a top 3 position underneath Monticello is Tom Fern.
J.J. Hill also threading the needle through traffic. Michael Bennett, the Magnum, is on a roll. Here comes Scorzelli, side-by-side racing for 4th. Here comes J.J. Hill.
J.J. Hill has some power as they whiplash their way up corner. It is J.J. Hill creating some frenzy. He moves into 4th. Tommy Fern is pestering the back bumper of the Kyle Casagrande car.
Trouble now. Bennett gets a little bit out of shape. Back up to 2nd. Here comes Fern. Monticello is in trouble. Oh! It is Stewart that went up on top of the Casagrande machine and comes to a screeching halt. Bad luck continues for the Arbitel Convenience Store 42 underneath the Comatic sign and the Sherman & Williams paint sign on the back straightaway.
And slapping the right side of his car against the wall was Corey Casagrande.
What happened?
I don't know. I think Dennis had some problem coming off of 2 there, and by the time I saw him, I was already underneath him, and I had him locked up, and that was the first time I ever hit the concrete wall here. It tore up the car pretty bad, and that really sucks. You know, it was early in the race. We had a really good car. That's just kind of how our season's been going, you know. Just a little loose on luck here. I just got to thank all my sponsors and my mom and dad.
Tough break. Thanks. Back to you in the tower.
As Corey was talking, his brother's car came to a screeching halt, and literally cars were jackknifed up on each other down the back straightaway. So it appears that Kyle Casagrande's car has some type of a mechanical problem. That's a heartbreaker for them. The Casagrande family are competitors. Go back down. I think Connor Sullivan was in Stewart's pit.
Yeah, Jay Stewart just going back onto the track. Couldn't get a good look at the right side, but I just talked to the crew. They did a look over on the right sides. They changed the right rear tire. They said good to go, so it's not the end of the night for Jay Stewart. He's still got a little bit left to go.
Kyle Casagrande's cars come to a screeching halt on the high side of turn number 1. So definitely something let go in that race car while we were under yellow. As we said, we saw the entire outside lane get jacked up. So 2 of the 28 circuits are in the books. Josh Wood, the rookie, former standout from the Limiteds and the Dare stock. And then it would be, or would have been, the 7 car of Casagrande to the outside of the front row. Doesn't look like that is going, well, now he does get it fired back up.
So he looks like to get it back fired up. He had that problem under yellow. So we'll see if he can get back into the 2nd place position. It has been a tough night for the Casagrande team. Remember, Dennis Monticello is a teammate of Kyle and Corey. So they have had a lot of headaches, and it looks like the race is going to be restarted before Corey Casagrande can get back up to 2nd place. That is spot over to Tommy Fern.
Tommy Fern likes that, I'm sure. He's probably smiling from ear to ear as Josh Wood can feel the heat. Back to green. And it is still Wood.
But Tommy Fern is in a hurry. Look at him go to work in a great second row battle between Hill and Bennett.
Trouble now. 3 wide action, and J.J. Hill forces Fern up to the loose stuff, and Scorzelli becomes the spoiler in that one. As now Tommy Fern drifts back. Gambacorta goes spinning. Will remain under green.
One of the most effective moves we have seen J.J. Hill ever make. Now going sideways is Josh Wood. Let's see if he can keep it together. He does, but the yellow comes out anyway because Gambacorta is on the grass at turn 2.
Gambacorta spun to the bottom of 1.
It'll be the third and final appearance of the season for the Valente Modified Series at Stafford Motor Speedway. Last Saturday at Sequoia, the first career win for Norm Wren in car number 53.
It took place on the final lap of the final turn. No one would have thought that Wren was going to be the winner. Everybody thought it was going to be Richard Savory, who led 90% of the events. And Monsignor was right there with the Art Berry car, but it was Wren securing his first victory, as Matt had pointed out.
Right now, J.J. Hill looking for a blockbuster restart. We'll see if he can get one against the blue car of Josh Wood. Almost a little 3 wide before they even get to the line. Dead even between Hill and...
It's a battle of 2 blue cars, Hill and Wood. Now all of a sudden Fern gets a second wind and a little giddy up. Michael Bennett decides he wants to play among the top 3 cars and get on the podium. And here comes Big Jim Peterson, quietly marching to the front of the field. Defending champion Adam Gray, looking racy. He'd like to have something to talk about at the big party tomorrow.
And Gray is pretty good at carving his way through traffic. Trouble for Jay Stewart. He is on the grass adjacent to the front straightaway. And this race is having a very difficult time getting some rhythm. It's been like trying to put the ketchup back in the bottle.
It's right
now a flat tire for the 42 of the Professor. And this has been back-to-back frustrating weeks for the President, who was having one of his best years ever.
When you talk about crew members and the importance and the strategy, Jay Stewart's wife is the key ingredient in his race team as well. She has a tremendous amount of knowledge, and she creates the magic for him, as Michelina does for the Scazelli operation as well. So the ladies behind the men, as Stewart back down pit road. That is not the kind of welcome that he wanted to breaking in that new race car. And Connor is there again. Connor?
Yeah, the word from Jay Stewart's pit crews is that the car has been not so much what it was at the start of the race. That's why they should buzz the whole thing up there. He checked up and Gambacorta in the back then. So a tough night so far for Jay Stewart. Let's go to Kelly.
Now down to Kelly Lamisa.
Yes, I just like the crew chief for Kelly Gambacorta. They just got him down on the right front. He's back and ready to go.
Yes.
Let's see if J.J. Hill can work his magic against Tommy Fern. This is going to be a barn burner on his restart. Fern gives it everything he had. We expected him to. And Michael Bennett might be getting it from Lee Show.
He certainly is there. Meanwhile, back up front, J.J. Hill is still strong. All of a sudden now, we see Adam Gray and Scazelli pitch to the bottom. Scazelli is touched. Good save for Michael Scazelli.
It was also a great save for Adam Gray as he was wobbling around out there.
Leader is in trouble. J.J. Hill hits at a ton down in turn number 1 in the safer barrier. Heartbreaker for J.J. Hill, who was the leader. As he went down into turn number 1, we saw the car snap and go around like something might have broke, or a tire or something went down. A heartbreaker for the Onyx 41. We were just talking about J.J. Hill and how strong he was when he took the lead. And even though we counted Jay Stewart and Casagrande out because of mechanical problems, guess what? They're 5th and 6th again.
So it's Josh Wood who will try to get the jump against Peterson on this double file restart. As they rabble-rouse their way off the corner, Peterson is tough. Now here comes Michael Bennett on the inside.
Trouble.
And Peterson heads to the wall.
Peterson gathers it back, and Bennett pulls off an amazing move to take over the lead. Michael Bennett is out in front, and look at Kyle Casagrande from the flames will rise.
Another driver we thought was out is Jay Stewart. He is running in the third position. So Stewart has come back from the hospital ward to run in the top three, and right behind him is Rick Lanigan.
Michael Bennett, the Magnum, once he gets into the lead, he develops a rhythm of his own, and that rhythm is paying off. But will he be able to hold off for 23 more circuits? Meanwhile, Casagrande is closing up the gap. Stewart, the comeback kid of the night, and guess what? Rick Lanigan is again on the prowl. Last week he did the same type of a thing and ended up on the podium.
Josh Wood on the infield, temporarily at least out of the race. So Wood is on the sideline. In the lead is Michael Bennett, looking for his second victory of the year. And here comes Kyle Casagrande. So the guys who were chasing him, Kyle Casagrande and Jay Stewart, it looked like they were headed to a night of being a spectator. Instead, they are right in the eye of the storm.
They certainly are. 9 circuits now complete. The car that is owned by Chase Bennett, the youngest car owner in the late models here at Stafford. He's going to be celebrating his 3rd birthday coming up in September.
And keeping Michael Bennett honest is Kyle Grande. He has never won in a late model division, but he is the all-time track win leader in the Dare stocks. So the top 3 have pulled away. Here comes Kyle Casagrande as he tries to greyhound his way underneath Michael Bennett.
Michael Bennett's weakest link has always been to guard the inside. Kyle Casagrande knows that and takes over the lead. They almost touch. Here comes Stewart. It would be a nice way to break in a new toy, and the Arbitel Convenience Store 42 is up to 2nd.
And now Adam Gray is making a move underneath Lanigan. Power move as he tries to smoke bomb his way underneath the 31. And Adam Gray has come from the scrap heap into 4th place.
Adam Gray isn't done yet. He is moving closer to the front. Gambacorta, remember he spun earlier. He's still along the top 5. Here comes Stewart. The Arbitel Convenience Store car all over the back bumper of Kyle Casagrande, who had a problem while under yellow, but overcame that controversy and is still the leader, 13 laps, just shy of the halfway mark.
And just a couple of laps ago, Kyle Casagrande did a good job keeping that off the front straightaway wall as he is leading by a pinky over that number 42 with Jay Stewart. Room down low. Stewart was going to try it, and now he will play the waiting game.
Stewart now reels him in. Bottom shot move. Kyle Casagrande used the inside to take the lead, and now Stewart does the same as Jay Stewart takes over the lead. Bennett now right into the mix here in this one. Adam Gray is there down the back straightaway. Battle 2nd. Bennett now dives bombs in to the bottom. Kyle Casagrande is there. Here comes Gray thundering to the inside.
And let's see how much thunder that Adam Gray has as he gets a nose of that car underneath Michael Bennett. But he can only get to about the quarter panel, and then he falters backwards.
He sure does. Bennett doesn't give up. He remembers when Casagrande went down under him to take over the lead. He's trying everything, Bennett is, to hold on and challenge for 2nd. Adam Gray sees the same. Bennett got a little too deep that time, and Gray sees daylight on the inside.
Bennett got too deep, and Gray was strong coming off of turn number 2, and that combination puts Adam Gray into 3rd. He still has 11 laps to use in which to track down Jay Stewart.
Clock is ticking. Leader is Stewart. The story of the night. From a spin and an altercation on the back straightaway, in and out of pit road, from the back to the front. That new car has done just about everything except one thing, and that is to be the winner in its first time out.
But it will be our leader on lap number 20 unless there is a miraculous move by Kyle Casagrande. So Jay Stewart.
Trouble. Jay Stewart's car. All of a sudden, it started to falter just a bit. It does it again. Stewart is in trouble. And it is rim rides to the bottom and moves into second. If it wasn't for bad luck, Jay Stewart would have no luck at all tonight.
That car got unconscious in turn number 3. It looked like he was going to straighten it out, and it got drowsy again in turn 4. Benefit to Kyle Casagrande. Lap number 21. Said it would take a miraculous effort by Kyle Casagrande to lead lap number 20. On the other hand, it was a collapse by Jay Stewart's number 42 that made it possible, and Jay Stewart is out of the race.
He certainly is. What a heartbreaker there. Also coming back up through the channel, it is car number 01, Mavrogiannis, and the 17 of Big Peterson. He's on a roll. Gamba Corda, he was another car involved in a jingle earlier, went to the back, and now he is fighting with the Mastiff Armory car of Michael Bennett for the 3rd spot on the podium. 8 laps and counting down.
Well, Gamba Corda always seems to be around the top 5 in a closing part of the race. He is there right now, breathing down the tailpipe of the Michael Bennett car. At the front of the field, Kyle Casagrande looking for his first ever late model win. In the neighborhood is Adam Gray. Adam Gray has a pretty good finishing kick, and he is starting to whittle away at the advantage owned by Casagrande.
Battle still for 3rd. Gamba Corda got a wheel down under 6 laps and counting, and they told us that the 42 car just shut off, an ignition problem perhaps on the Stewart machine. But up front, it is still Gray glued to the back bumper of Casagrande. What a story for Casagrande, who was earlier looking like he was out of this one. Needed a push to get started. Went to the back, and now he's the leader of the pack.
That car quit in turn 1. It has come to life. It is holding off the champion. They go across the line. It is Kyle Casagrande with still the upper hand over Adam Gray. Adam Gray, how much of his car has he saved for the stretch run? He is going to need it. Remember, he had a problem with that car. They made a pit stop, has a fresh tire on it, and right now he is pulled to within the back bumper. He is giving a bear hug to the back bumper of the Kyle Casagrande car.
The clock is ticking, 27 of 30. Gray is all over him. He works his way off the second turn down the back straightaway. Oh, Casagrande is sideways, sliding down through the infield. Gray now moves into the lead. This time as they come off turn number 4, popsicle sticks are up. Sparks fly down the back straightaway. Fern tries to get it down off the racetrack, but the caution flag comes out.
So there could be more serious damage than just a tire for the 92 of Tom Fern. And what about Casagrande? Was leading the race 2.5 laps to go when all of a sudden he wound up in Weed Whacker country on the backstretch. That did not bring out the yellow, however. What did was Tommy Fern almost coming to a stop at the entrance of turn number 3. The worst thing you can do, I think, tonight, Ben, is to get into the lead of the race, because how many leaders have we had that ran into problems? J.J. Hill did it. Kyle Casagrande just did it. Michael Bennett did it. So it seems Josh Wood did it. So it seems the worst you can do in this race is almost lead it. What's going to happen in the final 2 laps?
Well, this race has been loaded with surprises. Lap leaders, first 2, it was Wood that led the event. Then laps 3 through 5, J.J. Hill. Then laps 6 through 10, it was the 16 out in front. Then it was the 7 to lead for the next 4 circuits. Then all of a sudden Stewart led from lap number 15 to lap number 19. Then the 7 was back in command after inheriting the lead for the next 8 circuits. And the 97, the defending champ and last week's winner, is now the leader of the event.
And it has been a bizarre race, to say the least. And guess what? We are going to finish the night with our favorite phrase. Get ready for the 3 most exciting words in motorsports.
Green, white, checker.
To determine this unpredictable winner in our 30-lap late model feature.
Also, we want to point out Rick Lanigan a week ago visited the podium for the first time. He's only been in that car. This is the 3rd outing for that race car, and it is a contender. You can see that. Jimmy Peterson has picked up his game. He's been very strong. And guess, we're checking with NASCAR Central.
Well, we see the scoreboard changing numbers.
Boy. The scoreboard tells the story. Black flag being issued to the 97 car for over aggression on the racetrack involving the 7 car.
So Adam Gray, he never really had the lead because he was penalized. He will go to the rear of the field with 2 laps to go. Michael Bennett. What is this, Groundhog Day? When you know that movie when everything kept repeating itself?
Yep, I think
well, it
you're
seemed
right.
like around 15 laps or so ago was Michael Bennett in the lead. He was back maybe as far as 4th, and he has come into the lead now. Tommy Fern, that car is crippled, car number 92. He did have a fast car, but no luck to go with it. And now it is going to be a 2-lap drag race for the dollars between Michael Bennett, Kevin Gambacorta, and you talk about 2 guys who have been bounced around and refused to give up. It would be Bennett and Gambacorta. Rick Lanigan in a position to perhaps get a late victory. It is going to come down to the wire in an unpredictable 30-lap extravaganza.
Mastiff Armory is Michael Bennett's sponsor. First time they've been here at Stafford. This is Bennett looking for his 2nd victory. Will he be able to learn from what happened earlier, and will he visit victory lane? Stay tuned. Those stories and more. Back up to green, Matt.
And a good getaway for Michael Bennett. On the inside, Rick Lanigan trying to evict Gambacorta from 2nd. Gambacorta just has too much power. Peterson on the move. But here is Michael Bennett looking for win number 2 this season.
He comes off turn number 4. Mike Bennett, the Magnum. White flag is out. Bennett, in his Sun's own race car, goes into turn number 1 for the final time. Off the 2nd turn, Mastiff Armory will be celebrating with Bennett if he can hold on for 2 more turns. Here's Jimmy Peterson up to the top 3. Ladies and gentlemen, the Magnum Michael Bennett takes down win number 2 in 2014.
Then it was Kevin Gambacorta in 2nd, Jim Peterson.